guessing this whole game is in silent today. That's probably not the game's fault. That happens to me quite a few times. Look at that. And that bit is cool. That bit really does work. Yeah. Hello guys, welcome to Sim UK. This is Rolling Line, this time in VR. And I've got to say, standing here, looking at all this, it just makes me feel really happy. And I don't really know why. I know a lot of you have said, you don't understand why I'm so passionate and excited about this game. And truth be told, neither do I. But I am. I really am. And being in VR is just even better. New game, extra layouts, quick to desktop, tutorials, new game, okay. Include example trains, include example track, yes. Main layout, custom map 1, custom map 2, custom map 3, custom map... Cool, let's go custom map 1. This is brilliant. I tell you what it is, it's the fact that I would love to have a room like this available to me. I mean, how amazing would this be? This is something you'd see at a show. There's no way I could ever get something like this in my house. It just wouldn't happen. I think that's part of it, at least part of it. I don't know what's under there or what this big screen is all about. Oh, okay. Hold and release button B or button Y to teleport, okay. Hold and release button A or button X to teleport in miniature scale. Push the thumbsticks left or right to rotate yourself left and right. Hold and release the hand trigger. Oh, that's kind of back to front. You press the trigger down, your hand's open. When touching an object, press the hand trigger to pick up the object. Press the index trigger to use menu buttons. That was that one. Okay. Click the thumbstick to go to the menu, resume. Right. Okay, get myself in position. And, don't seem to be able to rotate myself. How do you rotate? Push the thumbstick left or right to rotate yourself left or right. It doesn't work. I'm guessing then that in VR there's one or two little problems because some of the controls don't seem to be working. Oh, that's okay. That's how I can do that. I'm gonna hold both together. If I just hold one, it doesn't do it. If I hold... Okay, so it's just this bottom one here. Alright. Well, I'm going to have to sort of... Oh, no, I can teleport, can't I? What am I talking about? That's how I teleport. Cool. We've got quite a bit of stuff to look at. This is just so cool. This really is awesome. And this is my very first look, so it's going to be a bit hit and miss. What we need, obviously, is hundreds of draw loads of stuff. Absolutely hundreds. I'm just wondering, oh, look at all this cool stuff. Really nicely done as well. Look at this, look. Look at the detail on that ship there. It's so nicely done. Modelling is a unique thing. Not everybody's interested in modelling. I understand that. What page are we on here? Let's go to page 1. So are they identical? It is. So any draw will have the same stuff in. But that's pretty awesome. It is a bit frustrating that I can't rotate, because it doesn't suit my camera, so I'll probably have no camera in this episode until that gets fixed, I guess. I kind of want to be facing this way And whilst I can't rotate, that is a bit of an issue. Okay, so that is a bug. Right, let's have a go at just practice on this piece. Another thing I found is my hands, they're like really slow. There doesn't seem to be any, doesn't match the speed that I'm doing stuff. Don't need any track. That's kind of yellow over there, so I'm going to stick to this kind of mustard yellow. For this bit anyway. Try and keep the theme going. How do I put that down? Oh man. Oh man. Destroy is B. No, destroy is A. Whoops. Okay. I just put myself in the game. In the model by accident. Okay. Destroy. Oh man. Okay, well, I've got to say, in VR, it's a bit clunky. I'm sure it will get fixed. Got there in the end. Right. Oh, God. Yeah, not being able to rotate is causing me big problems because I haven't got the biggest play space in the world, and I really need to be facing this way. In fact, I should be stood here looking this way. This is where all my space is, and I've got space to my left and a little bit to my right, but not much. Yes, auto delete drop painters, that's good. Set whether or not you want to stay attached to trains when you move too far away. Okay. Derail on high speed impact, yes, of course. Time and weather, okay, that's good. It's got dynamic weather as well. I don't know if I mentioned that in the original review. It's got so much stuff. It's so good. Player height, okay. Interaction options, hand physics. No. Yes. I don't know. We'll see. It's running really well in VR, I've got to say. Now, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't. I was just trying to see if I could rotate myself somehow. I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna see, because in Oculus you can reset view, so I'm gonna say I don't think it's gonna work, but no, it's not rotating the room at all. So I'm a bit stuck. This is not gonna help me play. I could probably work here better than I could over there, but then I still need the draw. How frustrating. Alright, let's begin. Can I have one in each hand? Oh, you can. I wonder what happens if I... Oh, okay. I lose them. So when you go into small view, whatever you're holding in your hand disappears. Right, okay, so I'm thinking... There we go. Just a couple of, like, tree-type bush things. Something like that. Oh. Ah. Okay, what the hell? Rotate. No, I can't rotate it either. Yeah, I should be able to rotate this in my hand. It's a bit awkward not being able to, actually. In VR, this game needs a bit of work. And I'm guessing the reason for that is because if you don't play in VR often, then you don't really know how things should work. And I should be able to pass this between my hands as well, which you can't do. I mean, I can do that, I suppose. But I want to be able to, you know, handle it like it was a model. So there is a limitation there. As a sort of entrance into the it is a bit clunky in VR, I have to say. It's not quite perfect. It's pretty cool that you can sort of manipulate stuff into space. Like I can turn that, do you know what I mean? That almost works well. Almost. If I'm being honest, I think maybe this game works better, at the moment at least, in PC than in VR, which is not what I was expecting to be saying today, but I think the primary issue is not being able to rotate for whatever reason, and the inability to hold a model like it was a model. I can't pass it between my hands, I can't look at it the way I want to, I have to twist my hand into weird positions or hold the controller in a weird way. I mean, the modelling itself is spectacular, but these limitations in VR will make playing in VR rather unfun, because rather than being free to do what you want to do, you end up sort of getting restricted, and that's not great. So let's see if we can't, I mean, I can move everything around, just use my hand like that. So I mean, when I get used to working with it like this, it'll probably be fine, but it's not ideal is the problem. Well, this is pretty cool. I think we go for this one. It doesn't seem to be touching the ground perfectly. I mean, it does work. You know, now I'm getting used to the controls. It does work. Oh, that's the night time. We're into the night time. And we don't have any lights. Is this a station? Sure as heck looks like a station. That's a big station. That's too big. Get rid. I need a smaller station, something like this. Yes. What I'm wondering is, how do they get the mounds of earth like that? Because I don't appear to have anything... as if by magic. Oh, I put myself in the game again, but how cool does that look? I do need to put a station here, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to do that. Oh, press the wrong button. Dagnammit. Oh, what's interesting is... It needs a bit of work, I'd say. In VR. I think the PC element of it is... Whoa. The PC element of it is perfect. Oh, you can't stand it there, it'll fall over. I see. So... if you put the tree down first and add that second, it seems to work better. Where did that other tree just go? So in VR, I thought this was going to be easier, but it actually turns out it's much, much harder in VR than it was in PC mode. Wow. If that landed there, which I think it did, then that's perfect. I don't think it went underneath. I don't know where it's gone. So, okay. We are a bit limited, I guess. You could argue... oh, there's that tree. God damn it. God damn it! Yeah, in VR it's a pain in the ass. It really is. Yeah, in VR it is awkward. Which is a real shame. It's a real shame. And obviously you need more stuff. It might help if these things were named as well, so you know what their intended purpose is. So it looks like we've only got one station. So maybe this isn't a station at all. I thought it was, but maybe it isn't. Now you can see the issue I'm going to have here. Every time I pick it up, it rotates it round. I can't pick it up the way I want to. I can only pick it up in that direction, and that doesn't work. That will have to change. What a shame. What an enormous shame. I can't even put it down. I can't imagine that VR was an afterthought, because it works so well, or it's so perfectly geared towards it. But yeah, I have to be honest, in VR, it's a bit of a disappointment. Nothing that can't be fixed. As I say, the mechanics need to change on the hands. They're just wrong. Oh, God. This is wrong. Having to drop it and then use the A button to destroy it. Bearing in mind that the A button also does this. So that's why I keep jumping into the game so often. But I mean, once it's down, once it's there, how awesome is that? It's so fantastic, but it is let down by the VR side of things. What a bloody shame. And it doesn't look like anything touches the floor. Everything seems to hover above it, which is also very odd. Because in the examples that were built by them, that doesn't seem to happen. Let me jump in. King Manual. King Manual. Alright, let's turn the light on. Pretty awesome. We want to go backwards, and we are. Can I look out? Now this is where it's awesome, obviously. Okay, you don't have to press and hold it. It's progressive. So you press it once and it increases the speed. Oh, we've hit something. Yeah. Oh. Epic collision. What's happened? Let's go and inspect. What is all this? Oh, we wanted to be on that track there. Oh, was it? Didn't even pay attention. Can I change this? Yes, I can. But I can't see what changes when I change it. Nothing seems to change. Visually. That's a problem, because I'm trying to get over there now. And I can't because I'm too close to this, which means I'm kind of having to do a weird round and round to get there. The train's modelled really nicely. I'll give it that. A bit tricky to get in it. Come on, let me in. How did I get in just now? So I've made a right blinking mess here. And also I don't seem to have any audio today, which is a bit weird. And it's not that easy to put it on the track, I've discovered. Don't think they're on properly. This is where the game fails. I cannot get it on the flipping track at all. In VR, this game is not good. Which is so weird because it seems perfect. And I think what it is the developer hasn't followed. He hasn't followed the correct guidelines for VR development. Ah, okay, if I press the trigger, it puts it on for me. Right, okay. Now I can get in. Okay, right, well that's that fixed. Let's get going. I'm going to come round past my station that I created just to have a look. That's if the track is going in the right direction. I've no idea if it is. So yeah, Train Sim World is ultimate realism, allows you to walk around and get involved with the train, which is awesome. But this should be equally, if not more awesome. It should be. At the moment, it isn't. I mean, I'm travelling in the train and it looks bloody awesome. I'm not sure how well this slows down. Does it just stop when I get to 0? Is that what happens? And I've got no layout here either of the track, which I did have in the PC mode, so I'm just confused. So we do keep... I know, that's because we are actually going very slowly. Oh, that's not the track I was expecting to be on. Right, so we'll stop here. No, that's accelerate. Whoa! Yeah, accelerates really fast. Okay, so I've stopped. We'll jump out. And, okay, what we'll do is we'll open this drawer. And we'll put some carriages on here. Don't really mind what at this moment in time. We'll just put them on. So yeah, I mean, my expectation was that this was going to be absolutely epic in VR. I expected it to be exactly the same as it was in PC, but 10 million times better because it was in VR, and it really has missed the mark because of the controls. And I have read recently that other people have sort of, before I did this video, I had read that other people had complained about that, and I thought, well, surely it's not that bad. I mean, it can't be that bad. VR's pretty standard stuff now. So I came into this still feeling really quite positive. So we're just going to back up and grab all these trains. There doesn't seem to be any physics, because as I hit them, I'm not slowing down or seeing any change in speed. That's a bit of a shame. Looks like we've got them all. Just in time for the daylight, and here we go. So I'm just going to go back round to the other side, just so we can see it all working. And yeah, I mean, the controls are awful, but in VR, how awesome. How absolutely awesome. I don't know how the hell the developer of this game built what he built. I would assume, and if you watch this, it would be great if you could answer, but I would assume you built it in PC mode and not in VR mode, because in VR mode the controls are horrendous. But I mean, this is cool, right? Just being able to stick my head out and control things and hitting the horn. I can't hear anything, so I'm guessing this whole game is in silent today. That's probably not the game's fault. That happens to me quite a few times. Look at that. Look at that. And if we just jump out, we can turn around and we can just look at it from this perspective. And that bit is cool. That bit really does work. Yeah, they're even connected properly, and there's a lot of quality here. VR needs work. The whole game needs more content. But I tell you what, this could be the best game of 2018. I just hope that the developer listens to the feedback, and yeah, I hope he listens to the feedback and makes the necessary changes. Where's the control deck thing? No loco, so I want that loco, and I want to how do I do it then? Yeah, see, this bit as well is not intuitive. It should be. I just want to back it up and park up. But it doesn't seem to work. Yeah, nothing seems to work. I don't understand. That makes no sense. Why doesn't it work properly? Well, it's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame. I mean, it's a huge shame that this doesn't work in VR as well as it works in PC. It seems ludicrous that that would be the case, but certainly that does appear to be the case. Nothing seems to work. What an absolute shame. Maybe it's a work in progress. Perhaps if this game had been released as early access, there would be no issue here. Where the hell's my train gone? An area where you can't see it if it's too far away. I mean, that bit alone is brilliant, and the potential for the game is astronomical, but in VR, no. I'm sorry, guys. If you're going to buy this game hoping to use it in VR, I'd say wait. Definitely wait, because I had plans for this. I really did. I was going to build an entire room, and how amazing would that have been? But I can't do it in VR. I cannot do it in VR. There's no way. The controls are just wrong. It's not even a case of tweak the controls and make them better. I'd say scrap what you've built, start again, because this is just terrible. And it's a shame. Think about what you're doing. If you don't even know how to play in VR, you can't think it through, go and speak to somebody who does and get them to give you the advice. Because what you've done here is just ruin something that's absolutely spectacular. In VR, at least. I still maintain that in PC mode it's brilliant. But we do need a lot more content, obviously. I mean, something like this is all about how many content pieces you have. It's kind of important that you have that. In VR, it's a shambles. Well, it's not a shambles, but... well, it is. It's a shambles. To take something so absolutely perfect and make it so absolutely awful. Look at all this. I mean, there's proof. You've got... see, I was trying to delete that and it's put me in it. Delete. Stop putting me in it. Not good. Not good at all. But it could be. It could be, so don't give up on it. Put it in your list to keep an eye on. Come back to it when the developer has listened to the community and made the necessary changes. And I'll tell you what, if he added passengers to this, who you could see getting on and off these carriages. Oh, wow. So, there we have it. What a surprise. That's not the review I was expecting to give today, but that is the review. It's a shame. Thanks for watching. Till next time, take care. And goodbye for now.